Can't believe we're actually doing this. You wanna get a close-up, Nick? I really want to emphasize, guys, this is not a series. This is not a clickbait video. I will be officially quitting YouTube as of January 1st, 2020. I will never make another YouTube video again, and this is easily the hardest video I've ever had to film. And it's one I know a lot of people will be upset to hear about. If you haven't seen my Twitter thread detailing all of this might come as quite a shock. And I just want to be clear, I will not be deleting all the videos on this channel. They will still remain here. And it's just I will no longer be publishing videos to YouTube. I instead will be full-time on StoryFire, growing our platform and making content on there, content that I care about, you know, where I can curse, tell my stories with absolutely no boundaries, and where I can be compensated fairly for my art. We have advertisers that will support me. Look, there's a lot I have to cover here, so I hope you guys will stay tuned for the majority of it, so you can better understand the struggles of being a creator on this platform, where we're pandering to family-friendly algorithms, clickbaiting for attention, and stifling our own creativity to adhere to community guidelines, copyright, and heavy-handed AI. I'm struggling with a channel that has 4 million subscribers. So please drop a like on this video, because in my opinion, there's never been a more important message, and I just want to get into this. I want to preface all this by saying that I've been on YouTube for 13 years. That might be the age of some of you guys. From literally age 14 to now 27. I grew up on YouTube. I love this place. I've seen the platform grow from a small cult following with cat videos and weird music videos and stuff to this meteoric rise to now you see music videos of actual celebrities. You see late night shows having their own channels. You see corporations and brands and all kinds of awesome stuff. We saw the partnership program where creators can actually make money. Like, I'll always be grateful for what YouTube's given me. It's given me purpose, a place to exercise my passion and get paid for it. It's given me so many friendships, connections. It's brought my family closer, and more importantly, it's gotten me the ability to connect with you. I value my connection with you guys more than anything, and that's why this is such a struggle for me, is because they've limited my ability to reach you and potentially a new audience. But I don't think I could ever understate or express just how much YouTube's changed my life. So just understand that this is what makes this so hard for me. As I go into all my problems, just know it comes from a place of betrayal, an extreme passion that has kind of turned sour. I no longer love this platform. I no longer wish to create here or even be here doing this video on YouTube. I know it's ironic that I'm talking about YouTube and all these problems on YouTube, and it comes off as hypocritical, but this is where I have you guys. This is where I have my audience, and I just don't want you guys to exist on here. I just no longer wish to be used by YouTube or to feel like a cog in the wheel, similar to how I felt at previous jobs or in college, where it's just so systematic and so corporate that I feel like the heart has been gone. And I'm making a stand for what I believe in. I want the heart to come back to YouTube. Whether they actually do it or not, we'll see. But judging off of everything I've experienced over the years, it won't be happening. Let's get into it. My Psycho series, for those who don't know, is one of the biggest shows on the internet with over 1 billion views and 684 total episodes. I brought YouTube millions of dollars and helped keep so much attention on this platform. I mean, years of people's lives just drained, just gone, wasted away. I don't think it was wasted. I thought it was pretty enjoyable, but years spent, blood, sweat, and tears. Like, my family and I sacrificed so much, and we were so deep into these characters in this lie. The character of Psycho Kid that I played aspired to be a YouTuber. Like, we helped put the YouTuber idea, that as like a career track, on the map. Like, so many aspire for that title now. Like, it was the hard work of all of us creators that made YouTuber an actual thing. It's sad that that aspiration will have to die for most of the independent creators. The game has changed. It breaks my heart to think if I was a few years late making the Psycho series out of college, if I made it right now, none of what I achieved would have been possible. Like, you cannot make the Psycho series now. I really hope to change that. It really bothers me to think about that. So much work all of a sudden. If anyone did that right now, nothing would come from it. Let's get deeper into my personal journey, my personal reasons for leaving. As a thank you for all my hard work over the years, YouTube has demonetized over 500 videos of mine. To some of you, this is not new information. But in case you're not sure what demonetization means, all those videos, over 500, earn pennies to the dollar. Even though a lot of them were uploaded years ago. They were still affected. They were not grandfathered in. There was no attempt to help creators. During the adpocalypse in 2017, there was no attempt to help creators at all. They heavy-handedly sided with advertisers. They just shocked everyone. And not only are those videos not earning anything, but demonetized videos also will no longer be recommended to all audiences. So that's over 500 videos that will no longer be seen by the people that I would like to reach. The lie has been perpetuated for years that YouTube demonetization doesn't affect viewership, but I want to show you proof that it does from an actual YouTube employee. Are the videos that are the best in terms of the advertiser's eyes, are they then pushed more by YouTube?
Well, that goes back to the whole idea of the systems really working separately. Like, we have two different teams that don't even sit together that work on each of the systems. But I do think that, like, videos that are more brand friendly and 100% brand friendly, and they are clean in general, they have a potential to be suggested against simply more content. So from that standpoint, if a video is dinged with a yellow icon, it's likely to be suggested less against a video about kids or a video that is 100% brand safe. And that's when you could be pulling in less viewership than normal.
Mind you, to get that answer, it took 10 ways of me asking the same question. If you have edgier content and get demonetized, your video will not reach as many people. They get less money from it, so why would they promote it? Not to mention run the risk of kids seeing some edgier content or advertisers not liking what they're being advertised on. So despite my videos getting demonetized and earning nothing, they still seem to have the same ads on them as other videos, which is very weird. What else? They removed Psycho Kid's Halloween Bloodbath, a pivotal episode of the Psycho series that had over 10 million views for what? Ketchup as blood? A chainsaw? There's no warning. Completely removed from the platform. Another episode with over 1 million views called The Laxative Prank, where my brother drinks water. Really? They also took down another 2 pivotal episodes of my Devil Inside series. They were completely removed from the platform. In one of these videos, one of these episodes, I drowned myself in a bathtub. I put a lot on the line for these videos. And now they all no longer exist. Videos that took hours, some days to make, now do not exist anymore on the platform. I didn't even have an opportunity to save them. All that hard work just completely disappeared. Why would they not just send me a simple message, an email, saying, hey, we're gonna remove these videos. We wanna give you enough time, and here's why. But they didn't say why. They didn't give me a chance to download them, all my hard work. They said nothing. They just said, boom, and you know what? That's the same behavior that they did with the adpocalypse. They said, we're dropping your revenue by 90%. We're not gonna ask you anything. We're not gonna let you know. We're just gonna do it because we can, because we can. It is a blatant fuck you to me and the creator community. That's what those 2 examples are, and the rest of the examples in this video. Let's talk about my next series that I decided to do. I knew it was going to be hell on doing my kind of creative work on YouTube after these experiences. Let's talk about my series, My Virtual Escape. It's a 24-episode, highly produced series. Exactly what YouTube's going for with YouTube Premium. I thought this is a great opportunity. Wrong. They demonetized every episode of the series, even age restricting the pilot, the very first episode. I lost tens of thousands of dollars in what I consider to be my best work. I made nothing. I lost upwards of $30,000 to $40,000 in the budget for that series. And I also received no support from the platform after I brought them millions of dollars from all my previous content. Instead, they rub salt in my wound and demonetize everything. Meanwhile, they promote a half-naked Liza Koshy to millions of children. Or how about Steve-O from Jackass, shoving something up his ass that appears unrecommended because he has traditional connections, paying YouTube behind the scenes. Or even how about him snorting coke or every drug imaginable. This is over 10 mil monetized. If anything, they have premium ads on that. YouTube's own premium series that they've been very nice to shove in all of our faces.
This show breaks every single rule that YouTube gave us. Everything that YouTube told us personally was wrong with our videos is in this show. This show is unrestricted, it's on trending, it has 12 million views, and it breaks every single fucking rule.
Yet I can't even have a gun show up in my series. Blood? Pff, hell no. Cursing? Oh, I just said hell. I can't even say that. How the hell am I supposed to tell these stories, YouTube? My finale to the Psycho series is fucking dinged and age restricted. 10 mil views. This platform's a joke.
Over the last couple of years, YouTube has been going through this transitional period where they've Disneyfied the entire platform. So YouTube has been doing a thing where they've been hiding, demonetizing, age gating, and removing our content. People think that that's just a theory. It isn't a theory. We'll show you facts right now. Type in Raka Raka Mortal Kombat into YouTube. You can't find it. There is re-uploads. There is reaction videos with millions of views. But the original video from us is completely hidden. YouTube's put us in this prison and decides where we can walk and when. We went from being allowed to upload whatever we wanted to being limited to vlogs. But even our vlogs were getting restricted. Here's a video of ours that got demonetized. It was getting 2,800 views a minute. The second it got demonetized, it started to reduce right down to 70%. We lost 70% of those viewers as soon as it was demonetized. So these are apparently YouTube's new guidelines. It's the fact that YouTube hides and restricts our reach for our viewers. So YouTube wants to compete with Netflix. So since they got these guys on that are the writers of Deadpool, they let them do whatever they want. You guys are pushing already established filmmakers and letting them do whatever they want. How about you promote and help up and coming filmmakers that are made on your platform? They pick and choose who the rules apply to. The rules apply to some people and the rules do not apply to other people. YouTube decides. There's no rules.
Hell, even my friend Exotic, who has exotic animals, it's a very cool niche that she does. Her videos with puppies, rabbits, and kittens are all safe. Yet a video with a snake, alligator, or predator gets dinged and suppressed. What the fuck is that? And if you want to appeal these demonetization decisions, which these decisions are made by machines, send it to their manual review team, which Nerd City just exposed last month as being tens of thousands of minimum wage workers from overseas that Google is hiring to cut costs. These foreign individuals share completely different belief and value systems than us. So no wonder it seems they're so biased and inconsistent. Don't even get me started on their self-monetization tool. This beta program they rolled out to select creators, you are not allowed to post video game violence. Look, you might get away with cartoon violence like Fortnite, but if you're trying to do a fatality in Mortal Kombat, your whole channel is going to get terminated. Dramatized violence for comedy, skits, or animation will result in no monetization or decrease monetization, which they might not even tell you about. It still might show up green and they'll still suppress your viewership and get you lower CPMs. How are you supposed to do anything? Dramatized violence in animation? Video game violence? Skits? How are you supposed to tell any kind of story with a conflict without doing these things? Like, what the hell are we supposed to do then, YouTube? Am I supposed to do Super Happy Cardboard Box Family? Is my dad supposed to be breaking things with a rubber mallet and a rubber chicken? Like, what is this platform become? And how is it that with somebody with 200,000 views per video and 4 million subs is struggling? Where is the support? Oh, I know. If I have these problems, I can't talk to anyone. I literally have to go off platform. I go on Twitter. I go to Twitter. Not even on YouTube. Twitter, where I get a cookie cutter response from Team YouTube, which is probably some intern or a set of interns. It might even be the people overseas. I'm a massive creator being left in the dark, just like all the other massive creators, pretty much all the creators. But don't worry, guys. I might not get response from Team YouTube all the time, but I did receive a call from YouTube just last week to help me out. This was only after I did my Twitter thread where I talked about quitting. They emailed me. There's the email right there. This was the Twitter thread talking about me quitting. It was about me quitting the platform after 13 years. And it was about all these claims. I made all the claims that I'm talking about in this video in the Twitter thread. Yet he emailed me and didn't even care about that. He didn't care about this 13-year creator who's poured his heart and soul into this platform and loved it every day, despite getting shafted, really came with a smile on his face and said, I love coming to work for YouTube. This is my favorite. None of my problems were addressed in the email, and if anything, he just merely wanted to say they were banning me from partner support. And I'd get one final call. It was like the last call you get when you've been jailed, when you've been barred. Like I did something wrong, when they're the ones that have been mistreating me. Thank you for nothing. After putting years of work in this business, this was how the call started. Roll the clip.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No caller ID. Shit you not. What the fuck? Let me turn this broccoli off.
So I work on the partner management team at YouTube. I manage one of our teams here. And yeah, our team works with creators, all different sizes, creators, artists, and like YouTube partners as well.
Yeah. So we met before?
We met just over the phone, I think.
Oh, okay.
At a conference.
What's your last name?
Yeah, like, I'd rather not share it, to be honest. I can give you my email alias, but I'm happy to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's right. An unknown number calls me, and this guy, Eric, or John Smith, or Robert, won't even have the decency to give me his last name. Instead, he offers an alias email. On top, if you look in the emails, there's no sign-offs on the email. There's nothing. He's a ghost. So now, what kind of company does this? Has no name. They do not give me their full name or last name. I don't even know if Eric's real. Like, I'd rather prefer John. There's no sign-off on the email and offers an alias. This does not establish trust. If anything, quite the opposite. When have you ever talked to an employee that actually blatantly refuses to give you their last name? What is this? Some secret organization? Some Illuminati level establishment? Once again, I reiterate, I never ever once felt valued by the platform. No communication whatsoever. Cookie cutter awards. You know, my first YouTube play button came broken. I got the same letter that everyone gets. Roman Coliseum and all this stuff. You'd think for what we did for the platform, which is bring millions of dollars and keep millions of people's attention on here, they'd maybe just spend 5-10 minutes personalizing it, you know? At least some acknowledgement maybe for the Psycho series, the series that I did. I just don't think it would be that hard to take the time. A little bit of TLC for all the hard work we put in. But it's clear we don't matter. The voices of the creators are nothing compared to the massive amount of dollars that are pouring in. Where was YouTube when PewDiePie was under fire by mainstream media? Turned their back on him, sided with advertisers every step of the way. All our ad rev plummeted by 90%. How is that sustainable for us? No warning. I want to talk about YouTube on a macro level. It's just clear when you look at the #1 YouTube channel on YouTube as to what phase we are in. T-Series. It's an Indian corporation. YouTube is focused on getting cord cutters from cable TV, globalization, and whitewashing the edge and indie creators from their platform. Don't believe me? Let's look at the top 100 channels. Foreign, mainstream artists, companies, family, toy channels, all the same cookie cutter bullshit. Let's look at what you see as a new user. Here we go. We got movies, TV, premium, family-friendly soul, selling content designed for advertisers and kids. If you want to find McJuggerNuggets or actual independent creators that we all know and love that don't fit their social agenda, you'll find us buried on page 10, 11, 12, 99, counting. We're in the triple digits now. Oh wait, no, wait, oh. Hey, there I am. Oh my God. This is insulting. Which one of these is not like the other? YouTube is pretending like they're recommending my videos. Oh my God. Larry's Lounge, guys. 15,000 views. He's on there. He's right next to CBS and late night with James Corden or whatever late night bullcrap. Oh my God. There's no chance this is real. They're manipulating the recommended section. They know my IP address. They know I'm McJuggerNuggets. They know I watch Larry's Lounge. They know it's my uncle. They're making it seem like they're recommending my content. Do you realize how ridiculous that sounds? My channel, my content's right next to a movie being suggested? No. I'm the only independent creator out of that, besides like Dude Perfect or Mr. Beast? No, that's not accurate. Look at the actual content they are promoting. It's all networks, it's all mainstream artists, and brand-friendly crap. Also movies. Just wait, guys, until Disney Plus comes out and all these new streaming platforms. If you think YouTube's gone mainstream now, just wait till you see what happens in the coming months and the coming years. It's only gonna get worse for creators. And I'm not gonna be here when it gets further down that line. One thing that has always frustrated me is the inconsistency of pay. During the Sega series, my friend Kid Behind a Camera, or Michael Green, we would talk about our earnings. Michael would always make 2 times more than me. He'd rub it in my face, be like, I made more. I'm like, dude, I don't want to hear it. You know what sucks about him making twice? Is that I would get twice the amount of viewership. He would get half the viewership as me and twice the pay. So, for example, I'd have 50 million views and make around $40,000 in a month, which, mind you, is incredible, guys. I'm not complaining about that. I feel like I always have to say that because it's easy for people to hate people that get paid. But let's look at it comparatively. 50 million views, 50 million people watching something, you get paid $40,000 for the month. And Mike would have 25 million views and make $50,000 a month. Now really think about that. I get 50 million views and make 40K. Mike gets 25 million and makes 50K. How is that possible? How are different views making different amounts of money? Let's do a fun little thought experiment. I want you guys to follow along. I put 35 cumulative hours into a video. Some videos are different, some take less, some take more, but let's say 35 hours into this one video that I'm gonna show you. I budget out, say, $500. I have a cameraman, I need to pay him. I also have to pay for props, travel, food, etc. Or any actors or cast that are in the videos. It adds up. But let's say I have $500 set aside for that budget, which is fair. The video gets 200,000 views, which is a literal crap ton of people, guys. Don't get me wrong. Let's not get desensitized to the numbers. 200,000 people is a lot of people for watching a video. 200,000 people is 5 times the size of Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia, which is a massive stadium that brings millions of dollars in revenue per event. Yet here's a 30-minute video with 4 mid-roll ads, banner ads, a pre-roll, and that pre-roll is non-skippable too. 5 times a stadium full with that many ads netted me $350. Also, in case you didn't know this, YouTube double dips. They get paid handsomely by the advertisers to put their ads on content. So they get paid up front. Not only that, but they take almost half off the top from when the creator's video comes out and all the viewers are exposed to the ad, while the creator does all the work. So YouTube takes money from the advertisers, then they get paid from us after the ad's been seen. That's just a little side note. So I lost money on this video because I spent $500, I only made $350, I lost $150, and just the sheer fact that I made $350 off 35 hours of work, that's like me working for $10 an hour. I could go work at McDonald's and make more than that when I'm entertaining 200,000 people. Meanwhile, YouTube's revenue is in the billions. Where's all that money coming from? Hell, with Storyfire, which is our relatively new platform, I make $350 off of 35,000 views, not 200,000. I make that off of 35,000. That's just us starting out. So clearly something's amiss here. Something's wrong with how YouTube's paying me or these advertisers or something, yet they procure all the advertisers themselves. They do deals with them. I'm not sure. Here's another cool example. I get around 10 million views a month on YouTube, and that makes me say around 10K a month. You could say that's like $1 CPM. Yet another YouTuber I'm a big fan of, Graham Stephen, gets 10 mil views a month as well. He makes over $100,000. That's a 10x difference for the same amount of views. That's like working the same job at the same company as a coworker, and he makes 10 times more than you for the same work. How is that fair? You can't even make the argument that one is more brand friendly, because not only have I been making clean content for the last year and a half, but advertisements are tailored for the viewer, not the content or the channel. This was already stated and made clear in a Nerd City video just from last month.
That targeted advertising means the viewer is being targeted.
The content you're actually watching is completely irrelevant. They don't need to analyze the content that you enjoy to determine what kind of a person you are. They already know what kind of a person you are. All they need is for you to watch any content at all, and they will provide you with ads that are customized to you. It's not the content that determines which ads are placed on it. It is the viewer of the content. The content of the content is completely irrelevant. This is how ads are placed online. The ads that are run with it cannot in any way be interpreted to be an endorsement of what that video says.
I will see the same ads across the board. It does not matter what the video is. When I was in Iceland, I saw an Icelandic ad. It was all in their language. Also, I just saw a rated R Zombieland 2 trailer on children and family content. Or I've seen beer ads on children and family content. I have Donald Trump ads on the McJuggerNuggets channel. Donald Trump just wants to get eyeballs. He does not care where. Most advertisers don't care where. Even on my demonetized videos, I've seen the same ads. So why am I getting paid less? My channel is not making as much as other channels because they have labeled my channel as mature. And this is under the hood. Michael, or Kid Behind a Camera, and my friend Lance Stort, they're rated more PG-13 or teen. And you might say, Jesse, this sounds very speculative. How do you know this? Mike and Lance have a logged history of being less edgy, so they allot the more premium ad inventory for those guys. Also, it's known that Google has Google Preferred, which they'll allot more premium ad inventory towards their top 1%. Mike and Lance's channel, because they're less edgy, also are more likely to get recommended or trending. These under the hood channel ratings have already been around for a while. This is not new new information. Matt Pat, behind Game Theory, is one of the first people to talk out about this. Roll the clip.
Now you're just contending with the less talked about YouTube content ratings system. Oh yeah, that's a real thing. Other channels have talked about this, so we're not breaking any new territory here, but YouTube has a separate content rating system like you do with movies. It groups your content into specific maturity levels based on the same kinds of things that we talked about on the advertiser side: violence, language, etc. And it will actively limit the viewership of your video to only the audiences where it's appropriate. Makes sense, but again, if you're covering mature stuff, fewer and fewer people are gonna watch what you're doing.
So it's very hard for my channel to make money and grow because of this suppression and rating system under the hood. I will never get suggested or trending. Doesn't matter how much work I put into a video. Doesn't matter how quality it is. It will not get shown on trending. Didn't you ever wonder why some videos were blowing up and you felt like, yo, these should be trending? Like, it's gained 5 million views, but yet YouTube didn't make it trending because it's on an edgier channel or the video itself was edgy. Yet you might see a small amount of views on videos such as movie trailers or other things that are family friendly or news based, that they're in the trending section. I mean, how about, like, let's just look at Susan. This clip from No Jumper, where Susan Wojcicki, the CEO herself, is on a rooftop with a rapper and says that they're going to make sure that he gets lots of views. It's a very insinuating. It just seems to be manipulated to me. I think it's pretty obvious.
You know how we spoke about getting your subscribers up? She's the big boss of it all.
Oh,
so
yeah.
this is the real, this is the whole thing.
I know. How can we help you? You're so talented. We gotta get your subscriber numbers way up. We're gonna make it happen. All right?
Right around here? Yeah,
We're here. We're here for you. However we can. You have no idea.
It really means a lot.
Like, we've seen mainstream artists flood the platform, from Will Smith to Jack Black and, Steve-O once again. Or, all these channels seem to explode in growth without them really having made much content. It almost seems overnight that these people have millions of subscribers. And that's because YouTube's pushing them, because they do a deal behind the scenes. Don't you think all this information should be communicated to us? Under the hood ratings, why we're being demonetized, no access to trending. That's what inspired me to make a new channel. A fresh start, family friendly, lots of branded keywords, and then boom! Within the first day, YouTube cuts my subscribers in half. I have documented evidence showing this purge. Also, it's conveniently harder to track after they destroyed the live subscriber counts, which was blatantly against the entire wishes of the community, which is nothing new. It seemed almost personal, which I wouldn't put it past YouTube, as they are notorious for crushing potential competition.
I thought I was remembering something from some kind of
Oh no, you weren't
summit.
there.
No.
If you were there, it would have been a surprise to me.
I tuned in. All the Alexas, I'm listening.
No, it was a disagreement with about a sponsor I had, and they were like, "We see it as a direct threat," and I was like, "I don't fucking care." I was like, "You're demonetizing all my videos."
Good, speak your truth, live your truth, man.
But then the entire time I'm like, fuck, and Robert Kinsel's in this room, and I'm trying to get a public interview with this guy.
Oh, man.
Fuck. And then he did one with Casey Neistat. It was probably the smarter move. It was probably the better move for him.
That example with Philip DeFranco was blatant blackmail. They refused to do the interview with him because he was just doing a branded deal for a competitor. Google has ultimate control and can squash anything in its track if it wants to. It's just like when Vessel, which was another competing once again, video platform back in the day, YouTube was actually offering millions of dollars to creators to stay on YouTube and not do deals with this other platform. I'm talking deals within the high millions, and I've actually witnessed a few of those deals firsthand. Perhaps they could be doing the same with Storyfire. I don't think we should continue to give these big tech companies the leverage. They can suppress our reach and connection to audience at any time. They've made this very clear. It could be happening with Storyfire. I don't know. I'm throwing it out there. I really don't know. They'll never be communicated to me, and I'll just be silently getting gassed out. Another example of suppressing reach. YouTube actually suppresses videos that contain links in the description that will direct people off platform. This was confirmed to me by fellow YouTuber Boogie2988 in a conversation with his YouTube rep. If you don't believe me that that's the case, do you remember situations where, remember you could upload a video and it would get blasted to Twitter or any of your socials? Or how about with Twitch.tv, you would go live stream and want to connect with your audience, and YouTube would have this nifty feature implemented where on every single one of your videos, it would say, McJuggerNuggets is live on Twitch, go connect with your favorite YouTuber. And so you guys, could maintain a connection, you want to communicate with your fans and live stream them. Yeah, all those great features, they're gone. They got rid of them. Why? Because YouTube doesn't want you to leave. They want complete control. If I have a link in the top of my description that takes them to Facebook or somewhere else, just like how Facebook doesn't want you to go to YouTube, they will kill the reach and anything. They want control. They want your attention. They want your time. They literally have psychologists on site that study these things and psychological behaviors. They want you to spend as much time on their platform as possible. They are gamifying everything. Also, Google wants to try to corner every single market. Just look at all the science, guys. Implementing the clunky Google Plus social feed to compete with Facebook, or perhaps implementing their revolutionary new stories to compete with Snapchat and Instagram, which was a blatant ripoff, which Instagram ripped off Snap. So it's just ripping off, everyone's ripping off. Adding premium to compete with Netflix, and now they're talking about competing with TikTok. And also, they had YouTube Gaming because they're trying to compete with Twitch. Their main service is shafting creators, yet they're busy, dabbling and all and taking little bits of everybody else, because all they give a fuck about is getting more. And just getting by enough so that their current users aren't too pissed off. And they figure, well, it's just a drop in the bucket if a few creators chime off, but there's no alternative. There's nothing they can do. Also, we don't tell them these things are going on, and it's just below the surface. Guys, Google knows everything. You could say it's conspiracy theory, you could say it's conjecture, speculation, whatever, but just look at all the signs. They are building Big Brother. Yeah, it sounds like stuff out of a sci-fi movie, but look at all the signs, my friends. They have all of our email communications through Gmail. They have all of our texts through Google Assistants and Google Phones. They have our locations with Google Maps. They have all of our videos and three-dimensional likeness and voice with AI and Google Vision on YouTube that knows emotion and context through still images. They know if that eyebrow's raised, guys, you're pretty angry. They know who I am. They know what kind of brand of car it is. They have very complex algorithms that read every frame of every video. They even have our fucking DNA through 23andMe. They could easily dispose of me, kill me off, and three-dimensionally replace my likeness. I can always be on YouTube. Once I quit, guys, you'll still see me on YouTube. They could replicate me easily. This is world domination. They control all the data. Now let's scale this 5 years from now. Let me know where we're at, guys. Lest we forget the big elephant in the room, which is Google search. How many things have you guys asked? Late at night, sitting in bed, asking you personal things you're wondering about the universe. They have compiled such robust data profiles on all of us, and we willingly just give that data to them. Not to mention, you're probably watching this on Google Chrome, your web browser. That's right, where you look up all that stuff that you kind of get down with. They have all that information, and you best believe they're sitting on it and will use it to their advantage when the time comes. This is bigger than just an entertainment platform. The implications of all of this are we won't see for a while until it's probably too late. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Guys, back to YouTube. Their copyright system is ruthless. Full-on flagging complete channels, terminating channels, removing all the revenue. David Dobrik gets 250 million views a month. Good for him. But he only makes $3,000. He makes less than the average household off of 250 million views of attention. Why? Because his intro, which is like 3 seconds long, is copyright. And yet all that money, probably at least $250,000 a month, probably more because he'd be Google preferred, maybe $1 million a month, goes to whoever the copyright holder is of the song. I once used a cover song in my Haunted series finale. It was a 30-minute produced episode. It cost thousands to make. All my revenue went to the creator of the cover artist, even though I only used a minute of the song. So they got a check for $10,000 in the mail while I got nothing. Mind you, it was a 30-minute video. I used a song for 1 minute. Cover song artist, got $10,000 for my video. How does that make any sense? Or how about, YouTube removing whole comment sections from channels because a kid is featured in the video? What on earth is that? That's the only way for creators and fans to communicate with each other on platform is through the comment section. Yet they're removed without warning. Oh, removed without warning. I'm sensing a theme here. They just move and make decisions and don't even give a fuck about what we want. They're suppressing communication. Just another example. Another example of suppression through the notification system. Gmail prides themselves on their 100% email success rate. Yet notifications on YouTube are broken and have never been more broken. Views randomly getting bytes taken out of them, falling off a cliff. Here's a screenshot of my girlfriend Ashley's phone where she received a notification 3 days after a video was uploaded. Some people even claiming they're not receiving notifications at all. Or being unsubbed, like my new channel. Here's a clip from my Twitch stream. Ashley subscribed as soon as my new channel was released. Notification bell flipped on, and then this happened.
Jesse,
I don't get notifications from almost a week later.
Autistic Real just checked. He's not fucking unsubbed either. I don't get your notifications for almost a week later. Dude, what the fuck? It said I was unsubbed too. Roman, that's so crazy, dude. It's so fucking crazy. Jesse Tyler Ridgway. Moment of truth here, guys.
Not subscribed.
Oh no, that's McJuggerNuggets.
Oh shit.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, mine too!
Oh my god!
It says subscribe right there, like I'm not even subscribed.
What the?
And I was subscribed because I got your notification earlier of your video.
Screenshot that. That's fucking confirmation that we don't need any more confirmation. Why? What would be the purpose? What is the purpose of that?
Oh yeah, because look, I watched your video. I got the notification.
No, I know you were subscribed. Like, that is unreal. Like, what does that mean? What the fuck does that mean?
Alright, subscribing back.
She was clearly unsubscribed. I don't know why. I just want to talk about just the bell icon in of itself is nonsensical. People subscribe to see your videos and be notified. The bell came out a couple years ago, despite our wishes. When they created it, they didn't retroactively apply notifications to be default on. They did default off. So if you accumulated the majority of your subscribers before the bell, which might be before 2017, before 2016, around that time, this created extra layers inhibiting you from reaching your audience because they no longer will get your notifications. So when the whole unsub thing with this new channel and, you know, all my problems I've had, I did contact Twitter yet again, my friends at Team YouTube. After my channel was purged of subs, I received no response from YouTube on Twitter, yet they were responding to thousands of random tweets, except not one by the verified user who's brought YouTube millions of dollars and been on the platform for 13 years. And they purposely now leave me in the dark with creator support because I'm banned from that. I see where we're at, YouTube. I'm banned from creator support. My notifs are not going out. And it seems like my views are dropping. My CPMs are super low. Let's get deeper into demonetization, guys. My friend Keemstar, behind Drama Alert, a lot of you probably know him, who pulls millions of views per video, is losing tens of thousands of dollars every single video. He's practically working for free. Why? Because YouTube's demonetizing videos. No rhyme or reason, no explanation. How is somebody supposed to fix a problem when they don't know what the problem even is? And just how hard is it been to implement a reason why something gets demonetized? Aren't the foreign individuals, aren't they manually reviewing the videos? So why would they not put, when they say no, why would they not put, here's why? Maybe take, what, 30 seconds? Keem reports news in the community and is a very valued member of the community, as all creators are, but we're not getting treated like that. It's the same with Philly D. These guys are reporting news in the community. They're gonna have to talk about edgier topics. And these guys have been on YouTube since the beginning. Where is the support? Where's the communication? How fucking long are these creators just gonna be taken advantage of? We are very clearly slaves to a system that doesn't care. YouTube was not going to pay us when YouTube Red first came out. They had Will Smith in YouTube Rewind and completely missed the community's mark and created the most disliked video of all time. They've been terminating channels with conservative views, just whoever doesn't fit their social agenda. They've been blatantly demonetizing and suppressing LGBTQ community videos and channels while hypocritically acting like they're social advocates. They pride themselves so much on diversity, but it comes off as disingenuous and borderline racist with their YouTube black posts. Been straight lies and politician-style answers from the CEO and other executives to avoid backlash for bad practices. When are we going to just get some transparency, some communication, some inkling, not just through words, but through actions that they give a fuck about the creators, and not giving a fuck about the creators as a publicity stunt or as marketing or as just saving face. I mean actually giving a fuck. Over 15,000 words, guys, came out around a month ago that calls demonetization, which was researched by Nerd City. I really got to commend Nerd City on doing this video and the others that worked on that. It was really important that creators finally were making a stand. My own channel name is a part of those words, not their list, but from my own research. So yeah, McJuggerNuggets triggers demonetization from other people. Here's an example of Mike removing mine and Lance Stewart's name from a title of his video. Watch as the views shoot up. Now let's do the same thing, but this is actually with the word prank being removed and added. AKA YouTube has effectively killed prank channels, which literally made their platform for years. Everyone's being affected by these rampant AI. Rob Dyke, who's actually a creator on Storyfire, had to move over. He was forced to change his name because Dyke's a bad word. A man whose last name is Cox, C-O-X, also can't do videos anymore because of his name. And I couldn't use the word graphic in my description 5 times when referring to my graphic novel, because graphic, I guess they think it's pornography or something. Hell, even me even saying all these words is probably gonna limit the reach of this video, as is my channel being mature, but hopefully you guys can help promote this out here. This is what we're battling against. When the fuck are we gonna learn? How long are we gonna stand idly by? I can't. I encourage all of you to please share this video. Creators need to rise up, and they just need to know that all this is happening. And it needs to be hit over the head, because I want everyone to stop living in fear and denial that YouTube isn't acting this way or hasn't been behaving this way. It's because we feel we have no alternative. I think people are afraid to speak out against the hand that feeds them. But you know this is wrong. I know you've been waiting for a greater call. Join the fire. Let's build Storyfire together. A platform for creators by creators. A creative platform should not be run by corporate suits. They are going to make a business. We are going to make a platform for artists. We have hundreds of thousands of users and massive creators joining every day. We have millions in funding and big things are on the horizon, but we need all of your help. Please download the platform. We're on iOS and Android and on the web. And please tell everyone you know. Tag your favorite creators. Guys, everybody's been affected by all these things, whether they realize it or not. So don't just spread it for Storyfire, because it's not just for selfish gain, truly. It's really just to get the word out there and understand that, like, we all need to band together. On Storyfire, we have 70-30 ad split, which is better than YouTube. We have higher CPMs and complete creative freedom. I also make more on Storyfire per view than YouTube. Like, I really just want to be able to do what I want again and not spend my days afraid of the ominous algorithm. More time is spent thinking of how I can maneuver all the guidelines and rules and restrictions that they have and censorship than I am on the creative. So stand with me, please. Whether you're a creator, designer, programmer, tester, you name it, etc., just please get in touch with me. You can do that in the comments. You can do it on Twitter or Instagram at McJuggerNuggets, or you can email me at Jesse@Storyfire, or even my personal email that is off Google. There's no relation to Google, which is on AOL, which is Yahoo, which is it's pick your poison, guys. JSERidgway19@AOL.com. Everything is in the description below. Sorry, I gotta calm down, guys. It's clearly very passionate about. Like some of you may be saddened by me leaving this platform. But just know I'll be around for a couple more months. There'll be some content. We'll finish the right way. But honestly, I couldn't be more excited. I've never felt so much purpose before, and I will not continue to support YouTube. I've been holding this back for a long time. They've turned their back on us and me. I'm sorry, YouTube. This was inevitable. I never really wanted to make this video, and I really didn't enjoy talking out like this. And I really thank you for everything, but I just have to call out bullshit when I see it. And all of this is criticism in hopes that you'll change these things for the better, even though I know you won't. But I really hope you listen to it and share it around with the other execs and the people on the team to know that, like, I'm not doing this for Storyfire. I'm doing this, and Storyfire is a reaction to all the decisions you guys have made. And that the creator community is pissed off and hurt. And despite what you guys say you're doing, you're not doing it. And we just want some fucking communication for once, some transparency, and to feel like we're valued. If you would like to talk, my door is always open. And as for you guys watching, seriously, thank you guys for listening to this whole video. Seriously, if you guys watch this whole thing, thank you. Drop some likes on this and please share this around. This is, I'm putting everything on the line. I'm literally stopping 13 years of my soul under this platform. It really feels like a bad relationship. Like it's just become very toxic. Hopefully you can see why I'm so passionate about this and why I haven't been making content that you guys want to see. Just please show your support. And like I said, tell everyone you know. People need to know what's going on with this platform behind the scenes. And it's more important than anything that aspiring creators have a platform that they can count on. That's what fuels me. Like, that's why I will put myself on the cross, is because I've already made my money. I could retire tomorrow. I've made my success. I don't need anything else. But what kills me is to know all the people aspiring to be YouTubers, which is literally the most aspired career, to know that this platform is not gonna give that to them. It's not what it once was. So really share this for yourselves, because although you might feel like you don't have a voice, you do, because you can get the big creators to help stand up with us. And you guys, in numbers, we can make great change, but we all have to be together on this one. We really do. I really encourage any large creators watching this, be the change, guys, that you want to see in the world. Just stop. Just stop pandering to this thing. I know you're burnt out. I know you feel like it's all worthless. Let's stand for something greater. Like, we hold the future in all of our hands. We are the influence of all these younger generations. And we could keep supporting Google, this faceless company, or we could all build one together with StoryFire. I want to start giving back to the other creators that come on. Let's do it together. Be a part of our advisor board. Have stake in this company. Let's really do it as one. Like, let's use the leverage that we have before they snuff it out more and take away our leverage. We need to come together and unionize. We need to make a union, my friends. If anything happens, this is a final note. If anything happens to this video or my channel, whether I'm terminated or this video gets removed or something or buried, then you'll really understand the importance of this cause. It goes a lot deeper than you think. Guys, join the fire. StoryFire links are in the description. iOS, Android, and on the web. Really appreciate you watching till the end. I love you guys all to death. And keep it rigid. Stay lit. And thank you.